This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
Introduction. Children of Heaven is a film depicting different issues facing society today. The film is shot in a contemporary Iranian setting. It reflects, among others, moral responsibilities, family ties, and survival using limited resources. Several themes are appearing in this movie. In this paper, the author will dwell on 3 of them. They include family, urban, and physical boundaries between the rich and the poor. The film makes explicit comparisons between different phenomena in society. The differences between the rich and the poor, as made apparent in this Mohammad Esfandiari production, are just the tip of the iceberg. Many other scenes of life when differing social groups come into contact. To this effect, the physical boundaries between different social classes in today's urban setting appear to portray different living conditions. Children of the World, Thematic Analysis. The Neighborhood. The movie is shot in an authentic setting. It is noted that conventional films depict physical settings with precise geographical positions like living rooms and established architectural designs. However, in Children of Heaven, the shooting is done on streets and in building structures where the distinctive neighborhood is depicted by homes with single rooms and others in gated communities. The homes of the rich are separated from the rest of the community with metal gates. Access to these prestigious addresses requires some form of formalities. In contrast, the poor have their homes open. As a result, anyone can access their neighborhood without any difficulties. Most films are characterized by scenes that exhibit dangers interwoven in cities' way of life. The dangers include, among others, crime, unemployment, class struggles, and exaggerated erotic presentations. The director of the Children of Heaven appears careful not to subject the characters to danger and pleasure, which are common occurrences in urban settings. The main character, Ali, is used to drive this point home. He is shown struggling to find the repaired shoes that were picked by a perceived homeless man. His father is also anxious to make more money to support his family. He tries to achieve this goal by borrowing gardening equipment to work in an affluent neighborhood. In addition to highlighting the struggles of the have-nots in contemporary urban centers, these scenes depict the relationship between the rich and the poor. The theme of family ties and social networks. In most productions, the rich are seen to have an upper hand in the struggle for limited resources. However, the element of social bonding appears to be weak among the wealthy community, where individualism seems to prevail. The case is different in a poor setting. In such communities, people live in open and closely knit families and neighborhoods. One may argue that the poor need each other for consolation. To this end, the social support between poor residents is more vital than that in gated communities. Mennel confirms that prosperity has widened the gap between the social classes. The poor and the rich view each other suspiciously. The haves are concerned that the have-nots may steal from them. On their part, the poor feel that the rich oppress and exploit them to support their lavish lifestyles. The two sets of neighborhoods highlight the differences among the supposedly homogeneous young generation. Such variations can be seen when Ali and his father are walking along the pavement in search of gardening work. In the background, children are seen playing and riding bicycles. In the poor neighborhood, children make use of whatever they can lay their hands on to play games. On the contrary, children from rich families are provided with expensive paraphernalia to play with. What this means is that the divide between the poor and the rich is not limited to the adult population. Their children appear to take their parents as role models. Some people argue that children from poverty-stricken areas are more understanding compared to those living in well-established homesteads. For example, when Ali notices the situation of the garbage man who accidentally took Zara's shoes, he decides to leave. The poor man, who is also blind, picked up the shoes and gave them to his daughter, Roya. Zahara spotted Roya with the shoes in school and later asked Ali to help her confront the family on their way home. It is then that they find Roya, the daughter of a poor garbage collector. Ali and her sister are so close, and they work together to solve their problems. This is seen when Zara's shoe is lost. They agree not to tell their mother, who doesn't even have money to pay the debt for the 5 months they owe the landlord. While doing their homework, the siblings pass notes to each other, planning what to do about the shoe. Although Ali's father does not have working equipment, he is able to borrow from his fellow neighbors, something that is lacking in wealthy homes. Urban isolation. Urbanization is well depicted in the movie. The theme is seen when Ali and her sister run and walk through buildings and do their leisure in the alleys. The children of the rich play in the paved streets. Their homes share the same vicinity with the rich community, and the kind of interaction depicted is apparent. For instance, Ali's father, in search of a gardening job in a rich neighborhood, walks on carefully paved streets with gates equipped with call boxes for communication to avoid face-to-face contact. In an urban setting, everything is isolated, as seen in the family setup. There are high-walled fences that separate each family in a wealthy setting. The children in urbanized areas are given what they want regardless of their behavior. Ali is given a mere pen by his teacher upon good performance. In this context, it is worth asking which of the two environments are perfect for nurturing children's talents. A good answer can be cited in the winning race Ali participated in to secure a price of a pair of shoes for her sister. Conclusion. The author of this paper has analyzed the film Children of Heaven in different contexts. It has emerged that neighborhood is a changing phenomenon in relation to wealth. As one acquires wealth, a social dynamic difference is created. Children living in poor neighborhoods have an environment that is more enriching than that of their counterparts. The scenario is seen in Ali's achievements both in class and in athletics. If you want to find more works like this essay on themes in the film Children of Heaven, head over to ivypanda.com. It has a collection of free samples with thousands of submissions covering virtually all academic subjects. No registration required to access it.